Is that a Frona? Did that come from Frona?
No,
Okay.
that's a me. That's a me thing. I've never said that to you before?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, we're unmasking a little bit more today because you're learning a lot about
I
Steph.
love it.
Yeah.
Welcome to We're All Just Fake It. This is episode 39. Today we're interviewing our lovely host, Steph. With us today we have Steph, Dana, Braylon, and myself, Blaze. To start us off, did anyone fake it last week? Or I guess in the last few weeks?
Every day, every hour, every moment of my existence, I am faking it. I do not know what I'm doing. That's okay though. We're here for it.
I thought I was doing really well, and then we went into Mercury retrograde, and then I have not been doing so well. And then I learned yesterday, because Braylon's server, we had like an astrology event, that my Mercury is in Aries and Mercury retrograde is in Aries. So I'm not supposed to be having a nice time right now. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna ride the waves of this, you know? But yeah, so I'm just like faking every minute I'm alive at the moment.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but what you said was funny about Mercury and Aries and you and Aries and Mercury. I'm sorry.
Laugh at my pain, it's okay.
That's what the internet's for.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, and I don't know if I had any faking its. Is that the right way to say that?
Yeah.
Since last time. Sometimes I think of faking as like, how did I have to mask? I don't know about you guys, but I did go to a meeting on Friday, and it was like after an event, and it was at a restaurant, and we were with a group of people at a big table, and we had to go around and do like introductions, which was fine, but I couldn't fucking hear anyone, and I was trying so hard to read everybody's lips, and I felt like my auditory processing was just going crazy, and so that was like not fun. I was like, my eye was just like twitching as I was using every ounce of brain power I had to figure out what people were saying. So, and like after an hour I was like, I need to leave now. Okay, bye. I'm skedaddling out of here.
I have the same experience at events, and I can only assume that if I can't hear a damn thing you're saying, you can't hear a damn thing that I'm saying. So I just
Nobody
don't
else
even
seems
bother.
to struggle.
It's like, I can't hear anything. What's your LinkedIn or like your Instagram or something? We can take this conversation to somewhere we can actually understand each other.
Do you find that's when like loops are helpful though?
I have earplugs, but
question.
I don't have the ones that make voices easier to hear.
Oh, I
If
have
I
that
was-
one.
If I was just in a loud place and I didn't want to, like a wedding, for instance, after like an hour of crappy music, I'm like, I'm done. So I use those suckers all the time, or at like a sports game, because sports games like are really loud. So yeah, I love the loops, but I need the ones that make the voices. Do you find it works good?
Yeah, I was at like a work thing, and it was like super loud music, but when I put them in, I could hear people better than they could hear me. I had to keep remembering to like shout, because while I could hear them in a normal volume, I was talking in normal volume, and they obviously couldn't hear me, so I had to like shout at them.
Is that the loop experience, or is it the...
I think they're the Loop Engage Plus.
Oh, probably Engage, because that makes sense. Okay, that's great to know. I'm going to check those out, because I feel like
I
I'm
didn't
always
even
in
know that existed.
situations where it's loud, but I need to be talking to somebody, and it's like, that is my personal hell.
I keep
Get
thinking
me
about getting
out.
the Switch ones, but then I feel like they're going to be too big for my ear, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
I gotta look these up.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing.
Because I like it's actually a problem. Like my husband
It's
keeps telling me, he's
same.
like, you need to go get your hearing checked because
It's
you
not your
cannot
hearing.
hear shit.
It's your auditory
like-
processing.
Yeah, I just don't.
Brain
don't-
doesn't
I don't
know
get
how
it.
to interpret sound waves.
I will say that-
Subtitles necessary.
yeah, definitely. Everything has subtitles. I will say for neurodivergent people, sometimes the loops aren't good because you can hear yourself like chewing or like louder,
Underwater
and
feeling.
Some people don't like that.
That's a deal
The
breaker.
underwater feeling. I do know that they you have ones that help with that underwater
Yeah.
feeling. But I think it's just a trade-off. What bothers you more? The sound or like, you know, you'd have to figure out which kind of neurodivergent are you?
Or you just take one out while you're eating and then put it back in while
Or
people
you
are
can do
talking.
that
Okay.
too.
Okay, there's a solution for it. That's good because like No, I
Have you
ripped my
ever-
headset off for that reason too. And I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't do
Oh,
it.
Same, I can't do it.
Yeah. What about you, Blaze or Steph? Oh, Steph answered.
I'm trying to think because I started my new job
I mean, that's a big
Ooh.
sign.
since last time, but I
Congrats.
don't think I've really faked it
That's good.
at this point because it's all been like super chill. Even though I've been with the company for so long, it's just like they're gradually easing me in. So yeah, I wouldn't say I really faked it.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All good.
That's good.
I guess to get us into the actual interview. Welcome,
Hello.
Steph.
I
Can
was
you?
so excited that Izzo wanted to do this with, and he's like, all right, if I'm going to help you answer questions, you must hold me. There
We
must
need
be
to.
constant pets.
He's like,
Look at
I'm ready
him.
now. I'm ready.
So we need you to introduce yourself and him.
Okay. Hi, I'm Steph. I hate these. I hate doing these. I had a little
Same.
elevator pitch ready, but it's for the business and not myself. But I'm Steph. I do two main things right now. I run a solo marketing agency called High Def Studio, and I run, I guess, an art studio called A Solid 7. Only one of them makes money. This is Izzo. This is a dog.
How old is he?
Izzo 7? 6? 7?
Oh,
The best.
I don't even
boy.
know.
middle-aged
I'm
man.
terrible dog mom. We have forgotten his birthday 4 years in a row.
Aw.
Oh,
Sorry.
look at his little face.
We look over on like the 12th or the 13th and we're like, huh, you did have a birthday. My bad.
How dare you forget his birthday?
Okay. In all fairness, he gets a regular bark box. Like, I think there's only been 2 years of his life where there wasn't routine bark box coming, to the point that any package, even remotely bark box shaped, he's like, that's a bark box. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Look at him right now. What's
It
he
is
doing?
now.
He's checking out the fish tank.
Oh,
He's never up here.
He's so
Aw.
cute. He's
Interview
like,
time.
Mama.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Interview
way he
time.
looks at you is
So
adorable.
cute.
He is a mama's boy. I am a full sucker for him, which is why he makes me so mad, because like it's a lot of energy that goes into this dog, and he's a menace. He's literally me. It's the worst. Like, I got exactly what I bargained for. Okay, no more fish, or are you gonna get down? All right. But yes, hi, I'm Steph. I do those two things. That's pretty much all I do right now.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Oh, another one I hate. Creative. Definitely authentic. I don't know how to, I guess mask would be a good word for it. It's I am me. I don't have time or energy to sugarcoat. Tired. I'm tired.
What's your favorite color?
Teal. Like almost Tiffany blue, but deeper.
Didn't Blaze say that?
Yes.
Literally
We have the
said
same favorite.
thing. Like exactly.
I
word
lost
for
my
word.
mind. I lost my mind when I heard that. I was like, favorite color too. Now, if you did look around my room, though, you would think it was orange. And I didn't do that on purpose. It's just because I have an orange cat and I am drawn to things that are the same color as my cat, especially since she doesn't know that she's orange. And that ruins me. How are you such a pretty color and you don't know that's your color?
Oh.
I know, right?
Coffee or tea?
Coffee. But I'm told that I don't actually like coffee, that I like cream and sugar.
Hey, there's
With,
nothing
like,
wrong with that.
coffee
You're one of
flavoring.
those
That
people?
segues to
One
my
of those people.
question. How do you
That
taste
coffee's
your coffee?
gross. I mean, flavored. Honestly, I want it to taste like a cookie. I just want the
But
caffeine benefits.
you want the coffee taste and cookie, right? Like it's both. I'm the same way. Like I like that coffee taste. I want it there. I just want
coffee taste.
it to be creamy and sugary also.
I don't like bitter coffee. What was the point of a drink that you don't enjoy drinking?
It's like a
Coffee
gin and
is
tonic,
bitter
which I love.
in general.
That's why I don't like it.
That's why I like
Yeah, I
coffee flavored
agree.
things.
Yeah, I agree with the fact that you don't actually like coffee.
What's
So,
the
yeah.
last book that you read?
That I read in its entirety.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
good.
Whatever
That's a good
one you want.
question. What
Even
was
the
the
last
last
one you
one?
picked up 10 minutes of.
So I'm going through Murtag right now. It's been slow though because I'm reading it right before bed, and I only make it through like
10
2 paragraphs
pages.
sometimes. Oh God, I wish I got through 10 pages. No, we're doing the dramatized audiobook of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and we're in part 2. It's slow now.
What do you mean we?
It picks up, girl. It picks
Brona
up
and
so
Brona and I
much.
are listening to it together.
Oh, interesting.
He likes it. He likes it a lot.
Okay. If he
he's like, are we
actually
gonna listen to our book tonight?
if he actually likes it, the second book like blows the first book out of the park. Like it's
stoked.
so good.
I'm hoping that the other books talk about like the other like kingdoms or
They
factions
do.
or whatever.
It does.
Okay, cool. That's kind of what I was hoping for because I think we follow this Freya chick through the whole thing, and I'm not
We
gonna
do.
lie, she's really fucking annoying. She's very annoying. Like
She
the
gets
first half of
so
the book,
much better.
she's like, I hate you, and she's like, I kind of love you because you saved me, but I put myself in danger because I'm a dumb bitch. Like, what are you doing?
So at the end of book 1, she's a badass. And then
Okay.
she gets so much better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. And it's like I'm getting the feeling that she's like part fae, and they're just like something about her mom because like she can do all these things that other humans can't do. Like I just feel like I'm definitely reading. I'm reading a book. Yep. That's what we're doing. It's it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna go through it. The series has a lot of hype. I'm excited to go through it.
I just like seriously, second book is my favorite. So I'm just trying not to say anything. But this leads into what is your favorite book genre?
Fantasy anything. I am either fantasy must include some form of dragons or magic at the very least, all the way to just like nonfiction. So I'm also reading like How to ADHD, Company of One, 10x is easier than 2x is one that I recently finished. Like I love entrepreneurial business books. It's the How to ADHD actually is making me cry a lot because I've never felt so seen as a human being, and it's kind of fucking me up.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, this one's hard. It is a tie between The Hobbit, like the original cartoon one, and then an Indian movie, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. I will watch that movie every time it comes on, every time I see it. I don't care. I love that movie. That is my childhood. We should do. I can almost guarantee you guys haven't seen it. We should watch it.
Yeah, I haven't. I was
Tissues?
just gonna ask what it's about.
You're gonna cry. So it's a movie. Love is Friendship. It's
Oh, nice.
it's like two friends in college. Like they move on different paths. They realize that they are in love with one another, and she had already had a child, or he had already had a child, and his wife died, and it was actually like a third friend that they had, and he ended up marrying her instead of the other one because she wasn't like traditionally beautiful. It's
I'm a sucker for stuff like that.
We must watch it. It's very long because it's an Indian movie, but it is a staple. Everybody must see it.
This is kind of a silly question because we can see one answer, but do you have any pets?
Yes. I have this one. He's like 7. We got him for my husband, but as you can see, it's mine. I also have a 14-year-old cat named Butterfinger, and I have 3 Ember Tetras and a beta. The beta's name is Feldspar. The Tetras are Orangey. Oh, shit. Frank Ocean. And I don't remember the third one's name. My cousin's kids named it, and I can never remember it. It's
Was
something.
it Cheeto?
Yes, it was something. It was something that was like orange food related, but I think it's Cheeto. Good memory.
That's okay. There's always like
like
random things in here, so
Don't
The
you feel
things
like
that
sometimes
count.
the wrong things? Like you're like,
Yeah.
why do I remember that and not like my social security number or
Oh,
Yeah.
all the time. All the time.
What's your favorite season?
Autumn, which I know I moved to Arizona, so I don't really get that. But crunchy leaves, fall drinks, getting to wear high boots and like, yes, autumn for sure. Autumn fashion, autumn foods, and it's the season that has Thanksgiving in it.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Both and neither. I
Okay.
prefer to be up really early because it's everybody in the world is asleep and I can get more things done. But if I had the choice and I didn't have to wake up early, I would absolutely stay up until 4 o'clock every night. I would do that. I would 100% do that. But life does not allow me to do that. So I am both.
what's your favorite way to stay organized?
Purging. Which, no, I take that back. It's not really so much purging as it is pulling every fucking thing out that I own and reorganizing it. But I do also get rid of a good chunk of that stuff. Yeah, I know. I know what I said as it came out of my face. I'm like, that's not accurate.
There's
I
one
like
huge
to-
thing that you didn't say that
Notion
organizes
is
your whole
not.
life.
Notion is phenomenal, but like, it's a lot. I'm currently avoiding reconciling my Notion. It's not even that messy, which is why it's not giving me that much anxiety, but it doesn't organize my life physically. Like I should take a picture of my desk and show it to you guys. It's insane. I have so much shit on my desk, and for what reason? The chair is hiding the pile of crafting shit shoved in a corner because I went to Hobby Lobby on a whim on a Friday night and spent $130 on yarn. Don't really have a place for it, so it's in a bin. Just there.
Speaking of which, this perfectly segues into my next question. What's your favorite hobby?
All of them. All of them. I doing hobbies is the hobby. I'm sitting in a craft room, losing my craft supplies. That should be a hobby that I enjoy because I do it very often. I have a gyro knife that I purchased, brand new. I can't find the fucking thing. And I really want to use it. I have 4 projects sitting here that I want to use that way. And I don't know what I did with it. It's in a bin. Somewhere.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Another good one. I mean, I'm sure this has changed over the years, but lately it's been start. That's the advice. Start the thing. And the time will pass regardless if you start the thing or not. So if you just start the thing, you'll be ahead of wherever you're going to be in 6 months when you wish you had just started the fucking thing. Just do it. Just start it. You're going to suck at it at first anyway. That's been a really hard pill to swallow. Like there's no amount of preparation that you can do to where you're perfect on the first try. So just start. And no one's going to remember you being shitty in the beginning. Do you remember anybody? Just give me one example that you remember of someone being really shitty in the beginning and you held that against them the entire time instead of applauding their growth.
Yeah, I can't think of a single.
Same.
I don't know how we go through school like practicing and learning and then turn into adults who think that we have to be good at everything the first time, because I run into so many people who are like, oh, I can't do that, I'm not going to be good at it. And I'm like, how does that even make any sense? Of course you are not going to be good at it. You have literally never done it. Like, why is that the expectation? But it stops so many people from doing things. I'm afraid to suck. I'm like, but we as kids just tried all this stuff and we're learning things and we sucked at everything and we didn't care. And then as adults, we grow into these like, oh no, I can't do that, I'm not going to be good at it. And it's like,
oh, it's insane.
Bro, you're not, of course. Like that's like saying like, oh, I can't like eat right now, I'm full. It's like, well, duh. Like I can't fathom it. It doesn't.
It's honestly, I think it's because we had safe places in school to to learn and to fail and to grow. And you could very
How do
clearly
we
see who
get
was
rid
failing
of that?
at the thing, and they got support doing it. We need jobs that make us feel more secure in trying things and normalizing things failing.
That
Like
is
I
true.
face that in marketing all the time. I would get
workplace.
campaigns blocked because like we don't think that's gonna work. I'm like, you do realize you have to let me try things to know if they're gonna work. And if the
Yeah.
things you were doing worked forever, you would just be doing that and you wouldn't need to hire me. But the fact is you do need strategy, you do need innovation, you do need someone to come.
That makes sense. It's the
perspective and say,
workplace that
let's
has ruined
do it.
us. That has said
Also-
mistakes aren't
We are
okay.
expected to be perfect at everything, qualified for that job. But qualification is 70% of what you're seeing in the job description anyway. And if you're not growing in your position, why the fuck do you want to work there? Yeah, capitalism.
Well, I was also like, I don't know, because with my job, my entire team is made up of people who have made so many mistakes, but they're like, that's how you learn, that's how you get better, which is also why I'm like, I'm never leaving my job.
I was going to say, you have a great company. It's like, how long have you been with your
It's like,
company?
oh
It's
my
been
God.
years, right?
4.
Most people, it's now the name of the game. Like 4 years
Yeah.
at a company is almost unheard of
I
in a
know.
lot of places because now they teach you there's no pension. There's no reason to be there long term. You dip out year and a half, 2 years, you find something else so you can go make more money.
I do think though not everyone's school experience is good. You definitely have people who make fun of you
That's
for
true.
not being good at stuff. Like a lot of people will be like, "Oh, you're shit at drawing, you're shit at singing, you're shit at dancing, etc., etc." So there's a lot of people who definitely, I would say, the performing arts section's a lot more than like the core
yeah.
like things. A lot of people probably didn't excel very well because they were too embarrassed and they just didn't try as hard because they just didn't want people to laugh at them for trying hard and then telling them that their best wasn't good enough. So there are like peaks and troughs to all.
That happened with me in band, so I agree.
Happened
with
to
that
me in
statement.
dancing and drawing.
Yeah.
See, for me growing up with art though, like I have always like when they start teaching you about art in school, they show you like what impressionism and like abstract art and like they show you like Picasso, they show you a bunch of all these like really famous old artists and you're like, I could do that. I like some of Picasso's work, I remember being like 10, 11 years old and I'm like, this is art? People like this? Like it doesn't make me feel anything. And I'm like, it kind of clicked in my brain. You can literally make whatever you want and there will be people that like it. That didn't stop me as an adult from having insecurity, but I'm 32, going to be 33 years old this year and I'm sitting in a fucking craft room. That is like 11-year-old me's dream.
It kind of sounds though that like 10-year-old you had like a good head on her shoulders where she was like, I can fucking do this. I can do it better than that fucking guy. Like,
Yep.
what? And
That's
an
always been
amazing
my
way to
toxic
be.
trait. Well, if they can do it, why can't I? What is so different about them that I am incapable of doing that? It's toxic, honestly. It's
No, it's a
because
great
it made
trait to
it really
have.
hard to ask for help, and especially Braylon, you're muted.
Yeah.
How hard can it be? Boys do it.
Yep.
That's my new life mantra. How hard can it be? Boys do it. So sorry to any boys listening. I think you're great, but that mantra helps me.
I had the same conversation with my husband. He hates it when I quote that, by the way. We were talking about, we have this really stupid table behind our couch. And I'm like, babe, we could literally go to Home Depot and we could screw together a couple of 2x4s and just sit it on like the back lip of the couch. And we were talking about it. He's like, no, because then we got to like sand the corners and it's not going to be as good if we just buy something. I'm like, why not? You just need a rotary sander. Like I could do it. It's really not that hard. And I was like, if it's so, it can't be that hard. Boys can do it. And he's like, but I can't do it. I'm like, it's because you're a grown man. And I could do it.
So, Steph, who do you look up to?
I don't. I've been struggling with that lately because I'm like, you need someone that I consider myself to be very impressionable. I don't really think it's a positive trait in me, but I am very perceptive and absorb new ideas. And it usually is just a new perspective that I haven't heard before. And I'm like, oh shit, I haven't thought of it that way. Because I feel like I operate in like a tiny box. I've been looking for someone to kind of emulate. I can't find anybody.
I can't remember who I heard this from. I feel like it was probably Braylon, because I feel like everything I hear that like sticks with me is from Braylon. But like I remember having a conversation like look up to your future self. Like that's who you need to look up to. Compare yourself to your future self. You know, like,
I was literally gonna say that to Steph, so I'm glad that you said that. I'm like, not even the future version of you. You don't look up to older you, like.
I used to think about future me a lot when I was a kid. I don't do that anymore. Like, I don't think about 40-year-old Steph. I'm kind of like, she's gonna be whoever the fuck she wants to be, and that's okay. We'll look at this again when we're like 40, and we'll reflect and be like, damn, she was dumb as shit at 32. Probably. That's okay. I'm looking forward to it though. 30s are your 20s again if you don't have kids with money.
I think
kind
30s
of.
are just your 20s and 20s are your teens. Is
Oh,
how
the
it feels
20s.
now. Like,
I feel like
20s
I
is
tried a
kinda
lot
like
of
your
things in my
teens.
20s. I'm
30,
pretty
you're like,
happy with
okay,
that.
I'm a 1-year-old adult now. Let's figure this out.
God damn, when does it ever get fucking easy?
I don't think it does.
No, I don't think it does either.
I need to let go of that. I've gone so many years, like if you just grind until like this time and then things will be easy finally. And it's like, it's never easy. It's very draining.
Something that I saw that I feel like you will benefit just because you said about the grinding thing is I saw like a TikTok. Let's be real. Most things I hear are Braylon or TikTok at this point.
Yeah,
same.
I read an article. It was a TikTok.
They were like, what are you grinding for? Like to be able to rest, like, and to be able to enjoy things. Why don't you rest and enjoy things now?
Exactly.
Like,
I forced myself last night because, like, I am at the point, guys, where I will avoid sitting at my computer because I know that I'm going to fucking work. I know that I'm going to see something or I'm going to have that, like, motivation to work on something. And because I'm motivated, might as well take advantage of it and just work on the motivation. And then I never actually get to rest. And then I'm even more fucking burned out. So I forced myself to sit on the couch. We did fuck all last night, but watch Spy Family.
Oh, fun.
Spy Family
and get high.
is so good.
It's really good. We laugh. It's the little girl is fucking hilarious.
You and I are just like on it with
completely in sync.
Yeah.
We should talk more, like be friends or something.
Yeah. Just
you guys should like start a podcast or something. Like maybe.
I am actually so down. We were talking about something that was like, yes, we need to do that. Something in Discord. Maybe it was watch parties.
Remember.
Was it
anime?
Stardew
I don't
Valley?
know. That too. We need to do that too.
Yeah. What's your favorite cuisine?
I fucking love Mexican food. Like,
Yes.
I fucking love Mexican food. It's a problem. I've gotten to the point my husband's told me, I don't want tacos a fourth night this week. I was like, oh, it's been that many? Okay.
It's always a good time. What do you mean?
Indian food, when I can find really good Indian food. Nothing like when it was cooked at home, but there's places. But Indian food and Mexican food, like that is usually a safe bet.
Nice. Beach or mountains?
Oh, mountains? Because the only difference, I guess, in my head is just giant ocean, like giant water. And most of the beaches I've been to make my legs itch. Whatever, like the salt just irritates my skin. So I don't like getting in the ocean. And there's sand in the mountains. So mountains. It's almost always way cooler to smoke a joint after you've hiked up some mountain than it is sitting on the beach.
I disagree, but that's okay.
It's just sand in places. It is, you get sand in the mountains.
For me, I don't like getting in the water either because it makes my legs itchy. Also, like as a kid, holy shit, that like even as an adult, I'm like must shower now. But sitting on the beach, not wet, on a nice chair, the noise and like reading, like the sound of the ocean, like that, like is my favorite activity. Smoke a little J, read on the beach, not be wet and itchy. Great.
So, okay, middle ground. We go find an Airbnb on the side of a mountain overlooking an ocean, and we can sit on the deck, and you can have ocean sounds, and we can both be dry, and there's no sand.
That sounds like the best time ever.
I agree.
What's your favorite TV show?
Oh my God. That's a good question. I guess to Sailor Moon count?
Yes.
TV's background for me. So I like a lot of TV shows, but I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite.
Nice.
I like
that.
genres of TV. Like I love adult animation.
Yes.
Futurama is my jam. We're binging that right now. Or
It's
I'm
so
binging
good.
that right now.
They're remaking it, right? There's a new season out.
I don't know. I started from the beginning and we'll see how far I get. I get mad at myself because I fall asleep when binging it and then I miss things. And then I'm like, I don't know where I am.
Oh, yeah, that happens to me too.
What's your
only a matter of
guilty
time.
pleasure?
Gossip.
Same.
I love tea.
Like everybody else's.
I love tea. I don't do anything with it. I would never use it against a person. It's just like nice to be in the know. And like I do dumb shit too. I share my own dumb shit because I know people are going to tell other people. Like I do dumb bitch shit. It's okay. You can be a dumb bitch sometimes.
What's your favorite thing about working in cannabis?
Man, they're getting to be few far in between these days. No, honestly, it's when I got into cannabis, I didn't honestly understand like the medicinal value of the plant, and still seeing, I mean, now 8 years later, I'd have to say it's the innovation that people bring to the market that still have medicinal roots. So like having an interactive strain journal that the more you engage with it, the more it can tell you your personal preference for the strains that would jive best with you. That is fucking mind-blowing, amazing technology. And I want to see it through to the end, because then I mean, giving like medical advice in cannabis is still definitely a no unless you're talking to a licensed pharmacist, but they are few far in between that know anything about cannabis. But like being able to go in and pop in, hey, I have ADHD, stop. Whatever your case is, and it being like, this is the terpene profile that you should look for. That's what I want. That's what I love about working in this space, because I am one of the first to see some of that innovation hit the market before the masses are.
Mm. That's super cool. What's the most adventurous thing you've done?
I, as a child, would ride ATVs through the Colorado mountains.
Wow.
The Rocky Mountains.
That sounds fun.
And I love that shit. I would like to do that more. On a more global level, I have been known to pack up all of my shit on a whim and just move states. I have done that a few times. Why not? When we moved to Arizona, everyone was like, that's just crazy that we did that. I'm like, it's really not that crazy. Like, you just put your shit in a van and you drove it to the other side of the country. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It was just as much effort as driving all your shit up the street and unpacking it in a new apartment. It just took longer to get there.
Yeah, that's true. What's your favorite city you've visited?
Oh, probably. Man, I almost said Miami, but that was not my vibe when I got to visit Miami. It was just, if I was cute and like was comfortable in a bikini, probably Miami. San Diego. I love going to San Diego.
Same.
We would live
Same.
in San Diego. Like, we love it so much. And
I
it's
love
just like,
it.
there's not that many people right now. But, you know, now they have flooding and shit. So
Yeah.
maybe not. I'll stay here in Arizona and have waterfront property in 30 years.
What's your favorite quote?
In general,
Yeah.
one that sticks out, it's an Andy Warhol quote. And I absolutely fucking love it. And I tell myself, I scream this to myself all the fucking time. But on the topic of feeling if your work is good enough, and specifically art, like Andy Warhol, of course, it's more of an art quote, but like let everyone else decide if it's good or bad, whether they love it or hate it, while they're deciding, make even more art. And I love it because just like when I was a kid and you're looking at Picasso, this is shit. You think this is art, but there's someone that would pay $2 million for that piece. Like art is so personal. Just fucking make art. If you don't like my ditto dab, okay, cool. Only an asshole's gonna tell you that though. If you don't like it, just fucking scroll on. Just make the art.
What's your favorite way to spend a rainy day?
Okay. Everything shower. I have an actual process. Rainy days, I will call into work. I love rainy days. Everything shower. Clean PJs, clean bedding, or like clean whatever you're going to go lay on. And you just all day blanket, book, rain. That's it. Nap, maybe cuddle a cat, eat charcuterie. Girl dinner. I love rainy days. They're the best in Colorado. It's just the smell of a rainy day. That's holy shit. That's a happy place.
Do love the smell of a rainy day.
Did you know not everybody can smell that?
Huh. No,
Interesting.
did not know that.
I didn't know that
I
either.
think that's what I read. That
I
not
think
everybody can smell it.
I thought it was all humans.
I thought so too.
I read that
Maybe
we
I'm
can
thinking
smell
of
it
something.
better. Petrichor.
Yeah.
I read that we can smell it. That's the smell of rain. That we can smell it better than sharks can smell blood in water. So you know how people always say sharks can smell blood in water like miles
Yeah.
away, and you're like, how?
Yeah.
Like you can't fathom? Well, it's how we smell rain. So I thought that was really interesting. We're like experts at smelling petrichor.
Oh, what I read is not everybody can smell rain before it begins.
Oh, gotcha.
I can.
Yeah.
I
Same.
love that smell.
You're like, oh, it smells like rain.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. Yes. Ooh, it's like earthy. I love that shit.
What's your favorite cocktail?
I don't know. I'm sorry if there are any bartenders listening. I am the asshole that comes up to the bar. Can you make me something that tastes good? I like fruity. I like citrusy. I don't know if I have necessarily a favorite one. I mean, maybe a Paloma. I love me a fucking good Paloma. The best one I ever had was at a place here in Arizona. I think it's called Bacanora. They have like, yeah, Bacanora. They have like 5 seats in the whole fucking place and they're booked out 2 months. But I was very lucky. My boss at a previous company took me there for lunch and holy shit, was the best food I have ever had. And the Paloma was to die for. I got drunk.
A good Paloma is, which if you don't know, a Paloma is essentially a margarita, but made with grapefruit. So it's like tequila, grapefruit, agave. Sometimes they'll put a little sparkling something or other in there. You might get like an effervescent Paloma, but yeah, those are so yummy.
So good.
With salt.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Winter break. I'm a kind of person. I fucking hate cold weather, but I absolutely love being in like a winter environment. Like if you're like at a ski resort or something, just like warm, but it's cold. But no, blankets, definitely a space heater, Butterfinger hot chocolate, and playing GameCube. That was peak childhood. Holy shit.
For a second, I
miss
thought you
that.
were talking about hot chocolate flavored after your cat.
Yes, but not.
And I was like, interesting choice.
I would be poop.
What's your
yeah.
favorite way to relax?
Art. Just art, doing anything art in general.
What's your biggest fear?
Spiders. Fuck spiders. If you're a spider listening, fuck you. Stay the fuck away from me.
god.
No.
What's your favorite piece of jewelry?
I don't really wear jewelry. My ring, I guess.
Oh.
I like jewelry. I just never I'm not the kind of person that can keep nice jewelry. So I don't really have it. We're working on that. We're working on good places to store it, getting good pieces. Rona looked at my closet and he's like, "Where's all your jewelry? We were shopping for a wedding." And he's like, "Don't you have?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have anything." He's like, "We got to change that."
What's your favorite flower?
I love sunflowers. I love lilacs. I love lavenders. Calla lilies. I'm obsessed with calla lilies. I couldn't tell you why. I don't like how they smell at all. They stink. They're horrible, but they're so pretty. Or like water lilies. That's not a flower. Yeah, it is. That's
Yeah,
a
it
flower.
is.
Oh, I
Yeah.
fucking love water lilies. That should have been the first thing I said. I love those more than I like anything else. Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite board game?
I don't
Or
think
just
I
like
have one.
game in general?
Right now it's Noida. Well, I mean,
Tabletop game.
tabletop game. I don't know. I
Like card games.
poker.
That counts.
Okay.
I never had anyone to play with.
What's your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Well, technically it's Halloween, but I don't really do anything for Halloween now that I'm an adult, so it can't be Halloween anymore. So it's Thanksgiving.
I never met anybody else with the favorite holiday of Thanksgiving. That's also
Really?
my favorite holiday.
Oh
Mhm.
my god, the
I feel
food!
like everybody hates it.
I just want the food,
Mhm.
and then like you
Thanksgiving
have
is,
4
like,
days afterward of
number
Thanksgiving
2
sandwiches.
Number
for
2,
me.
yeah.
What's? Oh, I have to go back and re-listen to your interview. But
Christmas.
Christmas.
That's number
Christmas
1.
is nice.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Another really good question. I don't know if it's a flavor, but it's the Americone, like drumstick.
Oh,
Just
love
drumstick.
those.
I love drumsticks. That's my
Yeah.
shit.
Do you know how to play any instruments?
I do, actually. I played the flute for 4 years, but I like to say I pretended to play the flute for 4 years because I
didn't
knew
know
how to
that.
play it. I just wanted to play drums, but the instructor said that I couldn't because I was a girl. So I spited him and pretended to play the flute for 4 years. I did learn how to play it, but fuck him.
Wow.
What's your favorite emoji?
Anything Peepo, I'm obsessed, but this one. I do this in emoji all the time. I don't do this because this is boomer level. Like it's you get horns from me if I agree with you in emoji form in everything chat. It's the groups the Slacks that I'm in. This is just
It feels
lame.
passive aggressive sometimes.
It does.
as well.
Oh my God.
It does.
Wow. Okay. I
Like-
guess I'm
like,
a boomer
okay.
because I'm always like thumbs upping everything. Like
It's in
sending
those
people thumbs up
environments though.
texts.
Because, like, if you look at how they react to everybody else's stuff, it's like fireworks and like they use like fun shit, but then like they'll hit you with one of these and it's so boring. It's just like you put no effort into it. So I go into Slack and I specifically set my default emojis to be like the horns. So that way I'm quirky and cool. You should like me. I don't know. That's what we're going for.
What's your favorite social media platform?
TikTok right now. Although I also fucking hate that because TikTok Shop ruined it. Pinterest is in a very close second. I spend so much time on Pinterest. It's not even funny.
What's your favorite room in your house?
This one,
I knew it.
my room. We've been avoiding. She's messy. I told Rona I need to gutter, but that's like a 2-day ordeal. It's not happening right now.
What's your favorite way to learn something new?
Obsessing over it, dreaming about it, to the point that I'm dreaming about it, and then doing it. That's how I've started about every craft project I've ever done. Just obsess over it until the point I'm dreaming about it, and then I start the project.
I
And
feel
then I'm
like
perfect
the
at
same
it.
way.
I was gonna say me too. What's your favorite childhood toy?
I don't have it anymore, but it was do you guys remember when Costco had like those life-size Jaguars that were like in like a laying position? I had one and her name was Raja, and I miss that a
Did
lot.
she
I
have
think
like
about it.
floppy arms and feet?
No.
Okay.
No, they were kind of like stiffer.
Like
they
a
weren't like
real- okay.
stiff. Like it
Yeah.
was definitely a stuffed animal. Because then they came out with the really stiff ones, and I hated those.
Mhm.
Like they looked better, but they weren't comfortable to snuggle with. Like she was comfy. I really fucking miss that thing.
What's your favorite way to spend a day off?
That's a good question. Crafting. I love having like something lined up. Everything's planned out. It's sketched. It's prepared. It's ready to go, and I can just craft the whole day. Listen to an audiobook while I do it, or have some like shitty TV on in the background. That's my favorite way to veg, and especially doing it outside when the weather's nice. Like I feel rich.
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
That I'm forgetful. So it works out in my benefit in the sense that I forget when things are shitty, or I forget like the severity of how shitty things are. So I'm a little bit more tenacious than I give myself credit for. And we learn from our mistakes. Kind of. We forget sometimes that we learn from them, so we make the same mistake.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I love this one. Reading minds. I'm a nosy bitch. I want to know exactly what you think about me so that I can help remedy if I don't like it. It's purely selfish. I just need to know.
What's your favorite type of weather?
Slight breeze, spring day, but like warm sun, but like perfect when you're in the shade. Yes. Like Arizona in the wintertime.
I thought you were going to say in March. That's like, for me, it's like, that's the Arizona March.
February this year,
Was
Oh my
really
God.
beautiful too. Yeah.
really gorgeous. I spent almost every single day outside.
Mm-hmm. Same.
What's your favorite
My
song?
shit. Oh my God. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit different. Like I listen to a lot of metal. I love like A Perfect Circle, Chevelle, Tool, anything Maynard James Keenan, I'm a fucking simp for. But I have this problem where I want to listen to like new music, but I only want to listen to shit that I recognize. So I end up listening to like a lot of like Sailor Moon soundtracks and like Zelda soundtracks and like Animal Crossing. Like I listen to a lot of video game music. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite song. I don't know if I have a favorite song. I have a favorite band, but that's a lot of pressure.
What about
One? I
this
only get to pick
next
one?
question? What's your favorite genre of music?
I de facto say metal, but whatever the fuck Chevelle is, that's my shit. Literally that tiny niche, the exact aesthetic of their music is what I love. Chevelle is just ridiculous. It's so good.
What's your favorite sport?
I don't have one. Kind of think sports are stupid. It's just what a waste of fucking time. You could be doing something.
What's your favorite type of shoe?
Sandals, I guess.
Cool.
I don't know. Why is that a question?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a funny
What was
question.
your favorite shoe, though?
You have to wait till the next episode.
I don't remember what I said for mine, honestly.
I just said tennis shoes. That's all I said.
What's your favorite dessert?
Oh. Yellow cake with milk chocolate frosting. Or lemon. Or a lemon cake with milk chocolate frosting. So fucking good. Ooh, or cinnamon rolls. That's too many. I'm high.
This all sounds so good. What's your favorite TV character?
Why, when I was reviewing these questions, I looked at that one and I was like, Johnny Bravo. Watch Johnny Bravo in like
Why?
20
That must have been your
years.
inner child or like your inner teenager was like, I will
Definitely.
speak in this moment.
Yeah.
Duh.
I love Johnny Bravo as a child, but like as an adult, I am horrified that was a cartoon shown to young girls. Like
I haven't
at
watched
all.
it since.
It's so bad. TV character, I don't know. I don't know if I can answer that.
I mean, you did kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. 10-year-old
Yeah,
Steph,
kind of.
Johnny Bravo.
What's your favorite form of exercise?
Don't laugh at me, but the kind of exercise that you don't really realize you're getting exercise. Like, I would rather move all of the furniture in my house by myself than get on a treadmill for 20 minutes.
Well, treadmills are boring.
Maybe
In
you just need
general.
to do
Yeah,
strength
I don't like the
training.
repetition. I'd rather go hiking. I'd rather push tires down the road. Like, I don't want to get in a
You
repetitious
just need to go to CrossFit
workout.
then. That's
CrossFit?
essentially
Okay.
what CrossFit is. They're
That
pushing
sounds
tires. They're like
CrossFit.
pushing sleds. They're climbing hills. They're
It's
like,
honestly way more fucking appealing.
what's your favorite animal?
Ooh, dragons. If it has to be a real animal, the answer's still dragons. But for people that, for whatever reason, don't believe in those, I guess it's tigers.
Nice.
Okay. What's your favorite childhood TV show?
I watched a lot of Cartoon Network, and I found myself lately very close to paying for Cartoon Network again, just so I can watch all my favorite shows. Fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was my shit.
Good one.
What's your favorite
I love
quote
it.
about life?
Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Who said that? Oscar Wilde?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I don't like to cook. I really don't. I don't know. Tacos, I guess. I don't know. Actually, I do make some really good Cajun shrimp tacos, but I haven't made those in
That sounds so
years.
good.
I need to write that down. I'm messaging Rona right now. Cajun shrimp tacos. We need to make that happen. Been too long.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Aladdin. They all make me cry though. Anything Disney
Same.
now, I just get the tissues. I'm a fucking mess. I have a lot of inner child healing to do apparently. What was the what is it called? The magical, the one about family. I sobbed the entire fucking movie.
Encanto.
They're all about family. Canto. Yes. Sobbed. Whole fucking movie. The panda one, sobbed the entire fucking movie. The red panda one.
Turning Red.
Yes.
Yeah, Turning Red.
I'm a mess. Next question.
What's your favorite thing about your job? Or should I say jobs?
Jobs. I work for myself now. All of the effort that I put in is directly contributing to me. I'm not building somebody else's dream. I'm building my dream, which isn't to build an agency. It's financial freedom. That took a lot of thinking. But yes, I am building. I'm making money doing whatever the fuck I want to do. This is awesome. Scary. I'm fucking shitted. My butthole puckered just thinking about it. But we're going to make it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay.
Is that a Frona? Did that come from Frona?
No,
Okay.
that's a me. That's a me thing. I've never said that to you before.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, we're unmasking a little bit more today because you're learning a lot about Steph.
I love it.
Yeah, that happens. I just holy fucking shit.
If you could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would it be?
I have no idea. For some reason, George Washington pops up into my head. I'm like, I don't fucking want to meet George Washington. I don't give a shit. I just think about like the first 10 guys that made America. And I'm like, those are the guys that I envision in my head when I get asked this question. And I guess I've just, as a child, have always I don't know. I don't have anybody.
What's your
it's weird.
favorite vacation destination?
San Diego. San Diego. We fucking love
Yeah.
going to San Diego. Going to Vegas next weekend, but I do wish it was San Diego.
What's your favorite fictional character?
I don't know.
Johnny
Courage the
Bravo?
Cowardly Dog.
Nice.
I have no idea.
What's something people would be surprised to know about you?
I don't know if you'd be surprised to hear it. I am way too much in my own head. That's not surprising. So no, I have no idea. Also,
I'm like,
no clue. That's
maybe
obvious.
people that don't know you might be surprised if they, but like we know you really well.
I mean, like, I'm very hypersensitive to coming off as like unfriendly, and I don't try to come off unfriendly, but I have been told very frequently that I come off as intimidating, and I'm like, I couldn't imagine why. I do
think-
weird shit, but I'm really nice. Like,
I think you have a
I'm
confidence
just trying to live my
about you, though. I think maybe sometimes
I was
people are
thinking the
intimidated
same
by
thing.
confidence, and I think
Yes.
when you are in your element and when there are things that you know a lot about, you're very confident about it, and I think that scares people because they are not very confident in a lot of things.
And earlier you said too, like, I'm just me. I know who I am. And I think that makes people feel really intimidated because I think especially a lot of people like at work or at networking, this is like super old school, but I think there's a lot of power dynamics at play with people. And I think that people tend to not like women who are very strong, very confident, and know what they want and go get it. Like they are threatened by that a little bit. So I think that's all of them problem. You got insecure people who are becoming more insecure because of your confidence. It's you're mirroring their lacks. Like, oh, this is how I could be. That's what I think. And so it's like you make people uncomfy sometimes when you're just so sure of yourself. Because I'm like that too. And I think it totally rubs people the wrong way sometimes.
I can see that. I mean, the last 6 months I've had to like really get the fuck over myself, and it's like it kind of clicked for me because I have been trying to like work out in the morning, but like Rona, we share the weights, and it's like one of those sets of weights where you get to change the weight on the weight, and then like you can pick it up, whatever. He does his at like 50 fucking pounds, and I'm like, imagine feeling insecure that you can't lift a 50-pound weight when you're comparing yourself to your husband who has like a good like 6 inches on you in height and is like at least 100 pounds heavier because like he actually works out. Why am I comparing myself to people that have been running agencies for 5-10 years and feeling insecure that I'm not on that same level, or even I don't even want that? Like, why? It's so dumb. I had to get the fuck over myself. If you don't like me and you don't want to work with me, we're not working together anyway. There's like 2.2 billion other people on the planet. That's okay.
What's one thing you can't live without?
Cannabis. That's a terrible fucking answer, but Jesus Christ,
I feel like I
don't
said
like
the
being
same thing.
sober.
I think I literally said the same thing, maybe.
I do wonder if I'm addicted sometimes, and then I smoke, and I'm like, nope, just a much nicer person. This is harming nobody.
You kind of already answered it, but what's your favorite video game?
Right now, Noida. I really love roguelikes. I had no idea it was a genre until like 4 years ago. That just very naive in life. Zelda games. I fucking love RPGs, Fire Emblem. I like games that make me think and I can kind of edge out. I started Undertale last night. Finally.
Nice.
It's really good.
That's what that super famous TikTok sound is from. The one that everybody uses for the back rooms.
Yes.
I learned.
Yes. Familiar.
I feel like I know the answer to this, but what's your favorite sport to watch?
I don't think I do though. I don't think I watch sports. We found some weird ones. Hobby horsing. If you're listening, please go Google hobby horsing. It is actually a sport, and people do that. People dedicate their lives to that. So, I don't know. Poker. I watch poker on occasion.
Poker counts.
What's the last thing you do before going to bed?
Read. I try to fall asleep reading every single night, even if it's 2 words, even if I read the same paragraph 6 fucking times. I've been on the same goddamn page for 2 weeks. I try really hard to read before going to bed. Gives me better dreams too. I'm like one of those people that feels like I can control what I dream. So I try to think about stuff really hard before I go to sleep. So I have like that dream.
I will say, since I've been reading again, I have had some wild dreams.
Fun shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Had to put a book down and switch because the dreams just got a little weird.
Yep. I hate it.
What's your favorite holiday tradition?
I don't have any right now. I've been trying to get my husband to do some with me. It's like it's very cheesy. I don't know. I want to collect shit. I want to like do something every year, like make a fucking Christmas ornament so we have it on our tree for like the years to come. And it's like it's really dumb why I want it. I want it so like you pass it on to your kids, but I'm not having kids, so I just want to do it anyway. I don't know. I don't have any, but I would like them.
I would do it.
We talk about it every year. We've been together for like 8 years. We haven't done it.
What's the last song you listened to?
Definitely something Chevelle. Let's take a gander. Point number 1. It's my shit.
What's your favorite motivational quote?
Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead to where there is no path and leave a trail. Emerson? I love to try new shit, especially now that I run my own business. How do you know if you're going to be good at it? How do you know if it's going to be successful? Try new shit.
What's your favorite way to de-stress?
Smoking, art. I don't care what art, just some kind of art. I've been doodling lately. That has been awesome. I want to make patterns with the doodles. They're very cute. I can't wait to show them off.
If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
I want to go to Bulgaria. I know it seems kind of random, but ever since I read about Bulgaria and Harry Potter, I have been Googling like a fucking crazy person. If you haven't, guys, go Google Bulgaria scenery. Holy shit.
It looks like a fantasy movie.
Breathtaking views. They have everything.
There's a way to see like where your astrological chart lines up over a map, and there's certain like lines that cross, and the locations that they like intersect at are supposed to be places that you're like really called to. Just something for later to look up.
I want to look at that.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I love shit like that.
Same.
I guess that's also guilty pleasure is like I don't believe in the magic
something.
fucking rocks, but I love all of it.
I mean, planets are real, so as far as we know, anyways.
It just seems a little bit too convenient. Like, it's my opinion, completely my opinion. It is just way too convenient to blame how you are, your behavior, your mannerisms, and everything on like planetary alignment.
You shouldn't blame, but it can give insights. Yeah. People who blame maybe are taking it too seriously.
What's your favorite trip?
Like, trip that we've been on?
Yeah.
New York. When I got to travel to New York for my job, that was so fucking cool. I got to walk around downtown Midtown with a joint, find a random pizza place, just people watch, eating a slice. I would love to go back.
What's your dream job?
Being a full-time artist, I think. Just making fucking whatever, or having people like highly engaged and like highly sought after designs and your style, your aesthetic. I don't feel like I have a style or aesthetic right now, so that would be amazing.
How do you want to be remembered by the world?
Generally, I don't know if I want the world to remember me. I never like envisioned myself doing anything that was going to like contribute or benefit humanity. I just try to not be as shitty as what I see everybody else doing. 10% better at least. It's hard not being a shitty person. It's easy.
even just being like a good person to those around you has a mark.
Oh, 100%. If you change one person, you change the world.
Mm-hmm.
I just try not to be an asshole on purpose.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you can do.
At the very least.
Exactly. And finally, what's next for you?
I have no idea. Oh, I have a big decision that I have to make right now, and I don't want to make it. Nothing makes sense. There's no fucking handbook. I don't have a mentor. I can be like, hey, is this a good idea, or am I fucking myself in the long run? And I know that whatever decision I make, I can just unmake it, I guess, somehow. Life is life. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But I'm still very fucking uncomfortable. It's okay. I don't know. I'm going to keep doing my thing, though. I am not giving up on not working for somebody else yet. We'll see.
Sorry. What is everyone's biggest takeaway from this episode? I guess my biggest takeaway is that Steph and I are on the same wavelength right now with books and TV shows.
It's
So I love that.
almost like we're friends. It's
Almost.
almost like we've jived for many years now. So maybe we should be friends.
I did think it was funny that both of you said that your favorite room is the room that you're currently in as well.
I do love it in here. It's everything I love in one room. I mean, I wish I had more natural light, but as soon as I talk my husband into letting me install one of the fake ones here, we're good.
Nice.
I feel like mine is that I didn't know you liked gossip. And I have so much random tea from people that you know that I'm just going to start sending your way. Like, not you guys, but people in real life that Steph knows, that has met. And I have so many things I can tell you. So that's great.
I feel like
I'm not proud of it. I do like the tea, though. I don't tell anybody. That's why I feel like I don't share that I'm into gossip, because I try not to.
I think as long as it's not like stuff I'm involved in heavily, like I quite enjoy the tea. I just, otherwise I get so stressed if I'm like involved in any drama. But outside perspective into tea, I quite enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I do try to verify sources, and I do take into consideration who is giving me said tea.
I think is why I enjoy trashy TV so much as well. Like Love is Blind and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, what's going on?
Yes, I feel like it's because my life is calm and stable and normal that I'm like, I like want to see that craziness because I don't get it in my own life.
That could be part of it. So we started Love is Blind. We bit the bullet. We bought fucking Netflix. It's $25 now if you don't want shitty, like, picture. $5 is Netflix now. They're insane. Anyway, we could not get into Love is Blind. There's like the one woman who's really famous right now.
Slow. And then
so slow.
Once you get to like whether they'll get married or not, and then onwards, I think it really picks up in the drama of it.
So true.
Because I really struggled with the first one. I was like, how am I going to remember all their names? And then you only end up with like couples or something. So you're like, okay, it's a bit easier.
It's yeah. Verona liked to point out, he's like, yeah, she's definitely on here just to be on TV. And I'm like, sure. I accidentally sucked down half my coffee in like not a lot of time, and now I'm very jittery. I love this.
Oh no. Well, thank you guys so much for listening in. We hope you found some value. Join us on Discord to access resources mentioned in each episode and to find your people. Follow us on social media and tune into our next episode, which we will be interviewing Dana. So exciting.
Bye.
Bye.